Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the National Guard products number 211. This is, the proper part number is actually 211-BB. The 211 part of the part number is representative of the profile of this threshold. As you can see, it's a saddle type threshold. If you use your imagination, you can see why they call it that. The 211 specifically refers to the dimensional properties and the type of threshold that this is. We'll get to that in a moment. The BB means that the surface of the aluminum has been bead blasted. You can get a good look there on the camera what that bead blasting does to the material. There's a before finish. That's what mill aluminum looks like. Then there's the bead blasted. Why would you want this? Well, it's certainly going to give you a bit more reasonable amount of anti-slip resistance, but people are generally buying this, in my experience, just for aesthetic purposes. They like how it looks. It matches, it complements a look that they're trying to match or obtain is the bottom line why people will use this. But the truth of the matter is it is technically anti-slip resistant beyond what just a mill finish is. You know, far more texture to the bead blasting than there is on just a mill. Now, let's go over the dimensional properties of this threshold. The 211 refers to the fact that this is a 3-inch wide and then a 3/8 of an inch tall threshold. Okay, where you would use this? Well, people that buy these are generally doing a residential sort of installation where they need something very small in the width and in the height, and then the bead blasting complements very well the finish of the door and hardware that they're doing, better than just a just a typical mill aluminum threshold. So this threshold is primarily used in those instances. You will occasionally see it in a commercial setting as well, but it's a very small sort of threshold. So wherever a 3-inch wide and 3/8 rise saddle type suits your requirements, so be it. The important part of the video is to really give the visual representation of what the bead blasting looks like. Now, this is available on the website in several different finishes. If you have need for a custom finish, pardon me, this threshold is available in the site in several different lengths. Finishes as well. You can do it in a dark bronze finish in addition to the mill aluminum. Bead blasting you would only do on mill aluminum. You can also order this in the SIA version, which is a adhesive strips of anti-slip resistant material that you would put on top of either mill or the dark bronze finish. There is, before we get to the lengths, there is a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure, and that's very handy because it allows you to review this item against all of or some of the sister products from National Guard. It's helpful because you can view this immediately against the other sorts of thresholds, especially when it comes to different dimensional thresholds, in terms of you might want this threshold but 5-inch wide, so you can immediately find that part number in the website. Now, for the lengths, it's available on the site in all of the common lengths from 2 foot to 4 foot. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. Now the reasoning is if you had to take this 48-inch piece and cut it back to say 42-inch, you'd eliminate that countersink that's there. The next one is literally all the way over here. So you're stuck not only cutting it to length, which will certainly alter your finish at the very end, but will force you to drill and countersink a new threshold, a new hole for the screw. And the bottom line is, if you're ordering the bead blasting for finish, you're going to want it to look as nice as possible when it arrives to you. So in my opinion, you should just immediately order the length that you need, forego any field cutting required or drilling as well, and obtain the exact net item that you're going to end up requiring. Not that it's a big deal to cut, it certainly isn't, it's just aluminum. But when you add that to having to drill a hole, countersink a hole, and sometimes the countersink is the problem as well. If you simply take the time to indicate that in the comment field, we'll happily ship it out at the length that best suits your needs. The name National Guard is synonymous with all things weather stripping related. There is in conclusion, a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up the full line National Guard product catalog and review all things weather stripping related. Not only thresholds like this, but perimeter gasketing, door sweeps, material made of aluminum like the 211, stainless steel, and which you can see a bit of it in that product brochure as well, and of course architectural bronze. I'm partial to National Guard. It's because they focus on weather stripping, and their name, not only the product line, but the customer service and technical support is basically synonymous with commercial weather stripping. If you have any questions on the National Guard, number 211-BB, a saddle type 3" by 3/8 of an inch tall, bead blasted threshold, or any other National Guard product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.